Good evening, everyone. It's Friday night. Today is November 3rd, 2023. My name is Linda Doggy. If you haven't met me before, I go live here every Friday night and Saturday night. Hello, hello. I see we've got quite a few people here already, even though the little live number at the moment is showing 0. I can see lots of you have been commenting. So there we go. Hey, Cherie, you're the first tonight. Hello. And we have Monique, Marilyn, Deb, hi Deb, Leslie, hello, how are you going, Leslie? Suzanne, hi, nice to see you. I don't think, have we met? I don't know, I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry if you've been here before. Hey Shirley, hello, hello. Yes, overcast but no rain, exactly. It was threatening to rain a couple of times and I thought, I should go for a walk. It looks like it's going to rain, maybe I won't. And then at the end of the day, I wished I did because it didn't rain. So Margaret, hello. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Hey, Denise. Hi, Joan. Hey, Sylvega. Hey, Glenda. Okay, I am so sorry if I've missed your name. Hey, Barbara, nice to see you. It's a long time no see. Hi, Joan. Leslie, you said don't ask. Okay, I won't. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing all right. And Rose is with us tonight. Hey, Moira. Okay, shall we get started? All right, all the things. I thought I'd play with a set that I don't actually own. I've borrowed it from my good friend Denise. Now, Denise and I, when the catalogue first was came out, like even before the products were available, we sort of went through and worked out what we wanted. And I chose a couple of things that she didn't, and she chose a couple of things that I didn't. And we said, okay, let's at some point do a swap. So that's what we've done. And even though due to other circumstances, I actually now have this stamp set. It's called Night Divine, and it's in the mini catalogue. And it's just a nice set of words in a beautiful font for Christmas. Okay, really, really lovely. And I really liked these, and I thought you can do a lot of very traditional Christmas things with this set. But there is also a die set. Now, Denise very cleverly keeps her dies inside her stamp case. I wanted to show you that because I think that's really clever. I don't do that. I keep all my dies in a box, and then I keep all my stamps alphabetically. But now that they're putting the dies for the stamp sets are coming out now with the same names as the stamp set. It didn't used to be like that, but now the dies and the stamps have the same name. So it would be easier for me to keep them together now because I store my stamps alphabetically. So, good evening, good evening. You're not feeling great, Margaret? Okay, just if you need to go, that's completely fine. I understand. And there's always a replay, right? You can go back and watch later. So if you need to go, you need to go. I hope you're doing okay. All right, so this is it's a really nice set. Okay, I'm going to actually switch over to the camera at my desk, and let's have a little look at it in the catalogue. Let's do the switch. There we go. All right, so this is the mini that's currently out. Believe it or not, there's not all that long left. Can you believe it? I feel like it just came out, but this one only goes for 4 months, September to December, and we're over halfway through now. So that's kind of a big thing, right? And then of course in January we have a new catalog coming out, which we'll also have celebrations. So there's a bunch of different things happening, but this catalog has some beautiful things in it. And one of the things I really liked is this Oh Holy Night suite. Okay, now the Oh Holy Night suite, let me just take you through it really quickly. It is what we call a double suite, or I call it a double suite. I don't know if anyone else does. And or a mega suite. I've heard it called a mega suite because it's got 2 stamp sets and 2 die sets. And in this case, it also has an embossing folder that matches the dies. They all come together. We've got these beautiful star trinkets. We've got this gorgeous, I love this ribbon. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is this? Little navy and gold glittered ribbon. It's just stunning and nice to tie as well. Then we also have this beautiful shining brightly foiled set in gold foil with navy and vanilla. And then we have the Oh Holy Night 12 by 12 paper. Okay. Now, right now, you cannot order. Normally, you can do, like you'll see, you can order all the things separately if you like. But over here, can you see it says Sweet Collection? And there's a code for you to order absolutely everything if you wanted to order the whole lot. Now, that's all well and good. But right now, the star trinkets are currently out of stock, which means you can't order the Sweet Collection right now because they're waiting for the star trinkets to come back in so that the sweet can be available. So whenever if there's one item out of the suite that is unavailable, it means the whole suite collection cannot be ordered as a collection. So, oh, okay, Margaret. Okay, totally understand. Okay. You find it easier to keep them together like that too, Cindy? Is who else is doing it this way? Because I don't, but maybe I should. Maybe I should change the way I do it. Do you know, I started doing my stamps alphabetically only in this past 12 months in this year, and I can't believe how much of a difference it's made. It's so much easier for me to find what I need to find at any time. I do have a system for my inks. I put all my inks in color families, so I have all my ink colors together in one lot. In fact, I might do a little tour of that one day to show you exactly how I do it. Oh, so Suzanne's saying she does them together as well. There you go. Yeah, I think it does make them easier to find. That's right, Barbara. Exactly. Oh, see, it must just be me. I'm the only one who's not doing it by the looks. Ah, that's a good point. I guess I just rely on my memory, Monique, to I know which ones have dies. But that's actually a really good idea, especially if you have a lot of stamps, because I only ever keep the current stamps. I get rid of all the retired ones. So it's easier for me to remember things like that. But if you have a lot of stamps going back for years and years, then it does make sense to keep them together so you don't have to remember which ones have dies. You store your stamp sets alphabetically? Yes, me too, Leslie. Much easier. So good. All right, so this is what I wanted to play with tonight. I did make one card this week, okay, which was this one. Some of you may have seen it. And I've used the oxidized copper paper for my nativity scene. This is pecan pie, which I did for my structure, my little stable structure. And I've actually used Misty Moonlight for my base, and I've used boho blue for my banner. Okay, a little bit of linen thread there, and I used some copper dots from the what do you call those? Metallic enamel effects. Okay, so I used the copper one, but that was a simple card. Now I do want to show you something though. When I went to do this card, I realized that the big die, the stable die, let me take this off, actually doesn't fit on a landscape card. So if you wanted to use this to make a landscape card, as you can see, you can. You either do it on a portrait card because it fits beautifully. I'll show you. It fits beautifully on a portrait size card like that. Okay. But if you want to do it on a landscape card, just position it over where you want it to go and then snip off the ends, snip off the legs, the feet, and it still looks great. Okay, so if you do want to use it on a landscape card, that would be a little tip for you. Okay, all right. I want to show you the Oh Holy Night paper because I'm going to use this. Mine's all messed up. I haven't got it in any particular order. There's like a little Bethlehem scene here and a beautiful starry sky. And on the back, we've got these just kind of like little stars. Now, this color is copper clay. I want to show you in the catalogue, you'll notice that underneath the papers, it has like a list, a little like a color swatch of what colors are in here. And it says copper clay, misty moonlight, boho blue, night of navy, crumb cake, and pebble path. Now, just so everybody knows, they're the main colors in this paper, but they're not the only ones. Okay. When you get your pack, there's always a backing sheet to keep it sturdy so it doesn't bend. But on that paper, on the back of the paper, is a little note of what colors. And there's always more on here, or nearly always more on here than there is shown in the book, because there's just too many to actually show here. But this is the main colors. But in here it tells me I've got basic black. Now black isn't mentioned here at all. Boho blue, copper clay, crumb cake, misty moonlight, night of navy, Yep, those are mentioned, I think. Yep. Pebble Path and Very Vanilla. Very Vanilla is not mentioned here either. So, so just to give you a bit of an idea, if you are ever looking at the paper and thinking, wow, there doesn't seem to be enough colours listed here, it's probably because it's just the main colours. Does that make sense? You have about 300 stamps, Leslie. Goodness me. That's a lot. People are, I have too many at the moment because I only like what I can fit on my shelf next to me. I have a cube system next to my desk, and I have 3 cubes allocated for stamps. And if I fill up those 3 cubes, I feel like it's too much because they're all current, those stamps. So right now I have my 3 cubes filled up, and when our retiring list comes out for this, I'll be looking forward to making some space, getting some of the retired sets out, so I've got room for the January catalogue ones, okay? Because I don't want to have more than what I can fit in my cubes. There we go. I'm just going to go back. You've been a demo for 3 years, Monique. There you go. 3 fantastic years, right? I have been a demonstrator now for 17 years. It was 17 years back in September. Some of you were around for that. And if I was to keep all the stamps that I've bought over those years, I don't know. It'd just be so many, it would be ridiculous. So I just make sure I move them on. For me, that makes sense. Plus, when you're running it as a business, you're less. I do have a couple of old favorites I've kept that I just can't bring myself to get rid of. For example, let me find you 1 or 2. I still have Lovely as a Tree. I just haven't been able to get rid of it. There it is. Look, still in its old clam case. I just can't bring myself to get rid of this one. So there are some sets that you hang on to just because you have a little bit of a sentimental value to them. But yeah, I really I would miss that one if I got rid of it, I think. Does anyone have a set that they just can't think about getting rid of? Right. Well, that makes sense. You love that set too, Joan. I know, right? Leslie's 3.5 years. Yeah, there's a few demonstrators watching tonight, and I'm sure they have been around for a variety. I wonder who's been here the longest. And it's probably not me. I bet there's someone who you can't get rid of Lovely as a Tree. No. Exactly. That's a good idea. So Leslie's saying she separates her Christmas stamps, sentiment stamps, and then all the rest in alphabetical order. Yeah, mine are just all in alphabetical order, all my current stamp sets. All right, so I'm just going to now go through this because I want to show you this gorgeous paper. This paper was out of stock for a while, but it's back in now. Okay, so you can see we've got, and I've already chopped mine up and done things with it, but you can kind of see like we have like I guess it's like a desert scene here and some large stars, and on the back like a little Aztec kind of pattern. That's nice. Looks to me a bit like a sandstorm going on here. What do you think? Can everyone see that looks like what that might be? Very sandy looking scene, isn't it? I love this one. This is with the copper clay. Look, it's like fans. Isn't that cool? Love that. 5 years for you, Cindy. Oh, yes. Was that in your kit, was it, Denise? I remember we used to be able to change the stamps in our kit, but you had to have 5 stamps. It's different to now. Like now you can have whatever you want, just up to a particular value. I think it's $235 worth of value. But when we started way, way, way back, you had to choose certain things. So you had to have a pack of you had to have 5 stamp sets, and you could change them out for stamp sets of the same value if you wanted to, but you had to have 5 stamp sets. You had to have a black ink pad. You had to have cardstock that was either brights or earth elements. Who remembers earth elements? That was one of my favorite. I loved earth elements. We had soft subtles, earth elements, bold brights, and what was the other one? Can anyone remember? It is a really special stamp set. I know, Lynn, exactly. And it's so pretty, so nice to use. Oh, you got your order yesterday. Yay. Oh, that's awesome. Fantastic. It is very, very fun. I'm really glad you got that one, Jamie. How exciting. All right. So there's those again. That one's again. Now this one, I've used up nearly all of this. Hang on, I've got a bit more of it over here. this is all I've got left because I really, really love this design. I just think that's really pretty. So that's the boho blue with kind of a mottled design in the background there and some white stars. And on the back, we've got that beautiful navy, misty moonlight, boho blue, white kind of sky. I love this. I think it's really pretty. More of that. This one, this here, it's like this beautiful graded design on one side from light to dark. And then on the back, it has, if you look very carefully, like a very thin tile design black on the blue. So that's really interesting. Same again. And that one we've already seen. This one actually, you can see a bit more of the this pattern down the bottom because I had actually I'd actually taken some off that down the bottom. So this one shows you a bit better. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, you just started, Suzanne. Well, congratulations to you. That is absolutely fantastic. Leslie, you did well to get that lovely as a tree. If we have any other newbies here, because last month, Stampin' Up had an amazing joining special. So for anyone who joined last month, congratulations. And I'm really excited that you're here to watch. So really, really cool. So what I went and did before the start of this video was I went and got all the colors out so I could see what they look like together and what I wanted to play with. And I'm thinking, so we've got crumb cake. Oh, that's pecan pie. Now this is not a color that's listed in the pack, but I actually think it goes quite well actually. So that's pecan pie, but it's not actually listed, so it's not one of the actual color listings that we have. Then we have very vanilla. What else have we got here? I pulled out a few more. We've got, okay, whoop, I haven't got the green. Where did that come from? I've got a couple here that are not right. So I've got Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight, Crumb Cake, Boho Blue, Copper Clay, Pebble Path, and Pebble. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not Pebble Path. That's Basic Grey. Let me try that again. That's the wrong color. Okay, this is Pebble Path. Can you see how different that is? All right, so let's put these two together so I can kind of see without having a really good look why I got those two confused, because this is on its way to a grey, but definitely not as grey as Basic Grey. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Get rid of the pecan too because it's not actually in there. There's our vanilla. And somewhere here I had a piece of black, but I don't know where that went. But that's here somewhere. But we all know what black looks like, so that's fine. There you go. They're the colours. They're really earthy and really... Hi, Patricia. Nice to see you. Oh, Marilyn. Yes, Marilyn joined in our team last month as well. How exciting. We've got a few people who've joined recently. So there we go. All right. So I'm just going to pull out a piece of paper that I think is really beautiful. I'm not sure which one I want to go with, to be honest. I'm thinking about this one because I think that might look rather good, but I'm... You haven't done anything with this one. This is really nice. I don't know. Shall we go with the earthy colours or shall we go with like a night sky? This is very Bethlehem, don't you think? I think it is. And then we also have this. That would be nice because then, you know what is good about this one? We have a combination of both. We've got our sandy basic stuff, but we've also got the night sky. So maybe this is the one. All right. Night sky, said Joan. Would you be happy with this one, Joan? Do we think that's all right? All right, let's have a little play. And I'm actually going to use the whole piece. Like sometimes I only use a portion of it, but I'm thinking I'm going to use. And so I'm going to go in and I'm going to measure this at 9.5 centimeters. Now, those of you who use inches, this would be 3 3/4 inches. All right. Now, I am actually going to do a bit of a naughty thing, and I would like a little bit less of this down the bottom. So I'm actually going to chop some of that off. I know that's wasteful, but I really didn't. I want to show a bit more of the night sky. And then I want this to be, ooh, 13.8, which I think that's, I can tell you what that is. If you're doing it for US letter cardstock, it's going to be 3 3/4 inches by 5. Okay, so if you were doing US letter cardstock, that's what you would do. All right, so now this is really nice. I really do like this, but I think this might be a good scene for us to put our little stable on. So I'm thinking about doing a stable scene, so like this, so we can see, you know, we can see the stars there, but also we get a bit of the sand down at the bottom. So, you know, now I'm looking at this, I could have even gone, I could have actually cut it so it was a little bit higher with a little bit less of this, but that's okay. So I'm deciding what color shall I do. I've got all those lovely colors. I could do the pebble path for my structure, or I could do crumb cake. I'm thinking maybe the crumb cake is a little bit light. Maybe the pebble path will be better. So, you know, you could even come in here with colors that are on here, like early espresso would work as well. Like I said, pecan pie also works. So you really can, you can deviate a little bit with some different browns. All right, so I'm going to be cutting this from this, the strip at the top right piece, to make another scene. Well, I could, absolutely, I could do that. So there you go. And I'm wondering what color I'm going to use underneath. No, I don't think I want to do that, but all right, let me cut this first, and then we're going to make a decision on that. So I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that you can see better what's going on. Whoop, I just heard a die. Okay. And let's pop that on there. The other thing I could do is do it in black like a silhouette. That would also work, because I'm thinking I might do my my nativity scene in black as well for the same reason. So we'll see. Okay, let's move this out. Oh, aha. I just found another piece of this. I noticed that the desk is a bit dark tonight, so I'm actually going to turn the lamp on. So if you suddenly see a light pop on, that's why. There we go. Hopefully that's better. All right, so this is here. And I have I've cut this. I'm just going to push out those holes. You could, if you wanted to darken this up at all, you could sponge over it with a sponge dauber or even a blending brush and a darker color to darken it up a little bit, but I'm not particularly worried about that. All right. Now, if I'm going to have my nativity scene down here, which I can pop it down here, and I can have them like in a, I did like what I did on the other card. Do you know the card I showed you a moment ago, and I had them in copper? That looked really nice as well. And that's another option. We could do one of the copper ones again. So that's a possibility. So we could do a copper scene, or we can have them in black. What do you think, guys? Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you tonight. And I'm thinking I'm going to move that up ever so slightly to get a little bit more of that star in. And I'm actually going to glue this down. So I'm going to use, you can use whatever glue you like for that. Who's got this set? Anybody? I know you do, Denise, but anybody else? It's just a really nice traditional set. If you love a traditional Christmas, then this one could be a good choice. So I'm just making sure that the that the edges are straight in line with the edge of my DSP. All right, like so. It's a good one, Judy. Yeah, you will. Black. Okay, black it is. And I'm wondering maybe if I'm going to do the people in black, I'm wondering if I should do my backing piece in black as well. So see how I did the copper last time? And that looked really nice because they're all shiny. We like shiny. Shiny is always a favorite. Okay, well, here it is. Here's the black. So I'm wondering if the black behind here is going to be too harsh. Probably not if I'm going to have black here as well. So that actually would work. Let's have a look. Sorry, what was that you just said? Oh, you have the set but not the paper. Right. I think the paper is... Do you know what? I actually think the papers in this particular catalogue are absolutely beautiful. I just think they've really outdone themselves with the papers this time, and I have bought nearly all of them. There's a couple that I didn't get, but actually, I probably, if I was to look, and if ever you want to look at all the papers, rather than going through the whole catalogue, unless you've got the time for that, of course, you can just turn over here to the paper on page 76, and it has all the papers together. So the only papers in here that I didn't get, so there's memories and more stuff in here and cards and envelopes. I didn't get those. Oh, actually, I did get this Berry Christmas one. I didn't get the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil, and I'm wondering if I should have because it's really nice. I didn't get the Glow in the Dark paper, and I didn't get the Joy of Christmas joyful papers. I didn't get those two. Didn't get the Merry and Bold, and didn't get the Halloween, but I got everything else, which is way too many. But some of them I'm actually onto the second packs because I've used them so much. All right, so this is going to go on here like this. It's looking good. And let's just glue it straight down. I like this paper because it's really easy. It makes it very, very easy to make a seam. And that comes in really handy when you're using these stamps and dies because it's so easy to turn them into a little Christmas scene without very much effort at all. So that's kind of cool. All right, so that's on a black piece at the back, which is going to make the black piece that we do for this stand out a little better. So I'm going to bring my cut and emboss machine again. I'm going to zoom out because I think I said I was going to do that last time and then I didn't do it. Let's just bring this out and bring this back in. And I'm wondering if we need anything else. Like, you know, we could, if we wanted to, we could add a camel or a donkey if we wanted to. I don't know whether we're going to need it though. So let's have a look and see what it looks like if it needs anything else. All right, so these have cut out. So much easier than having to fussy cut it all out by hand. Mind you, I'm one of those weird people that likes to fussy cut, but even I will still admit this is a ton faster. When I'm in a hurry, I'd much rather die cut. All right, so let's have a little look here. So this is how they're looking now. Looking cute, huh? I mean, just looks nice. We've hardly done anything. It's just so easy. I love that. All right, I'm actually going to pop these on dimensionals. And because I'm using black paper, it makes sense to use black dimensionals. And I've got black dimensionals in both mini and maximum. So I'm going to put these on here, and I might use a couple of mini ones as well. Oh, actually, that's probably as many of the big ones as I want to put on. Something you might not know is when you buy the black dimensionals, they come with 2 sheets of the minis and 2 sheets of the big ones. Okay, so that makes it a lot easier and see how the little ones are just the right size to fit behind there. What I love about the black dimensionals, look what happens when I take off the backs. Love this. They almost disappear because they're black, right? So it makes it really, if I hold it in the light, you can see them shining, but it's really, really great for disguising where the dimensionals are behind a black piece of paper. So makes it super easy. All right, I'm going to pop this just above there, like this. Oh, I feel like something else I'm going to point out that Denise does that I'm really bad at doing. I do it occasionally when I remember, but I think some people, like I know Bronwyn and Denise, are much better at doing it than I am. Look at this, okay? What they do is when the dies first come, before they take them all off, they draw around them with a pen, so you know exactly where they go back, and you know if one is missing. So if you're not doing that, that's a really great tip, okay? You really want to do that because it's fantastic. All right, so this one is like this. Star Bling. I think I have used up all my stars, and because they're out of stock, I don't know that I can order any more. I did find one the other day, and it's sitting here. It's a little tiny one, look, and I can pop, you know, they've got adhesive on the back, so I could pop that here, but one lonely star by itself is going to look a bit weird, Jody, sorry. And you know what? The back has come off. So let me just double check my box to see if they're sitting in the box. But I have a feeling that I've used them all up. I do have other options though. I have gold. I have a gold sequins. These ones. Got a couple of those left. And I've also got the brushed gold metallic. Oh, and we also have the blooming pearls. I have some of those. They're really nice. But I have the brushed gold metallics, those ones. So I've got those gold ones there. But the stars would have been perfect if I had any left. I'm waiting for them to come back into stock because I really like them. Doesn't look like I have any left in here. But they were really fun. I really liked the stars, and I think that's why they're sold out so quickly, as everybody else thought they were great too. So when they come back in, I'll have to grab some. And if anyone else is waiting for them, definitely grab them. So what do we think? Oh, what you mean the star? That's a really cool idea. I know the ribbon is divine. It's gorgeous, Suzanne. You are so right. And I haven't even used that, but I could, you know, I could easily pop it down here, like down near the bottom. That would actually look quite nice. Or I could tie a knot. Probably not a bow. This doesn't seem like the kind of card that I want to have a bow on. But you know, that would. I could easily pop some here, and that would look quite nice. So, we have some options. What do you think? Oh, good. You used the stars bundle today in your Facebook Live, Denise. That's awesome. Really great. Put it down near the manger. Okay, I probably should. Star of Bethlehem. Yes, indeed. Or at the top of the arbor. So, Jody, you think that the star should go up here? And some of the others are saying it should go down near the manger. Let's put a glue dot on it and see what looks good. Normally, you don't need glue dots for these because they're self-adhesive, but because this little lonely star is sort of hanging around by itself and doesn't have any friends, the backing has come off. So if I put it down here, that's a possibility, but it's a little bit hard to see it. It doesn't really show there. So I don't think I can put it there. I might have to put it up near the top of the... Well, that's where I'm going to put it for now. What do you think? Now, where are we going to put a greeting? And what should our greeting say? I think we could have, the thing is we don't actually have to have a greeting on the outside. We could put a greeting on the inside if we wanted to. Let's, I'm also deciding whether I want to have white, because we've got white in the stars, or vanilla, which would go with the sand. So I've got both vanilla and white, but because of that, I'm thinking maybe we don't have vanilla or white. I think instead maybe crumb cake might be the go. So let me have a look. I'm going to grab my crumb cake. Pebble Path is a little dark, I think. Let me find my crumb cake, which is here on my desk somewhere. There it is. All right, so that's a possibility. See how that looks quite nice? Yeah, let's go crumb cake, because it brings out the color from the sand down the bottom here. So I think that's really good. The Oh Holy Night sentiment, yes, I think that would be lovely. It's quite large though, but if that would look good inside, I wouldn't put it on. If I was going to put something on the outside, I'd probably go Joy and Peace, like I did on this one, so as not to cover up too much. And in this one, you can see I use the Oh Holy Night as my background, okay? But if I'm going to put a sentiment on this at all, it needs to be small. If I decide to just put a sentiment on the inside, I think Oh Holy Night would be beautiful. That would be lovely. So let me grab my bone folder. Here we go. And let's pop that on here. How do we think? Does that look good? Do you like that? The greeting on the inside? I agree. Yep. I think that's the go. All right. So let's use some glue. Now, in the interest of time, I'm not going to emboss my greeting. I'm going to just stamp it. But you could emboss it, like maybe in gold on the inside. That would look really nice. But instead, I'm actually going to use the Oh Holy Night. Denise, this is yours. But I've actually, and I'm only using yours because it's got the dies with it. I do have the stamp set myself now, and I've put it together, made sure it was all put together today. So I do actually have it. There it is. Look, there's mine. See, I have two. But one is Denise's and the other is mine. So there we go. All right, let me grab some Night of Navy ink, which is our darkest blue. I think that will look nice inside here. I'm going to tap this gently. I always check, especially when you're going straight into something like this. You do not want to have a mess when you want to make sure this stamps properly. So check your stamp before you stamp it. So I tap it onto my ink pad, then I check to make sure I haven't got any extra ink in places that I don't want it, and then I do my stamping. Always check first, because it's really easy to mess that up. How beautiful is that font? Isn't that gorgeous? I think that's just gorgeous. It's such a nice set of words. The font is divine. Pardon the pun. Sorry, I didn't even think of that. Sorry. I said it and went, oh dear. All right. Let's pop that all back in. All right, all the dies are back in, and we know that because they've all been put into the little pen, the pen drawn lines, so we know they're all there. And also up here, writing down how many dies are supposed to be in there is also really helpful, because you can double check by counting to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 dies, correct. Everything is in there as it should be. So there you go. There we go. We did a card. This is what I love about card making, that Denise has got some extra pieces in hers that she's used, that she's had left over from other crafting escapades. So she keeps those in there, and it's another smart idea. Lots of smart ideas. All right, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it as it is, just because I think you could do more, but it doesn't need it, right? I knew that. it's commonly thought that the wise men were there on the night that Jesus was born, but no, Jesus was a few years old by the time they got there, because they had to come a really, really long way. Yep, they didn't make it to the stable exactly, but this is kind of the legend that we've ended up with, that that's how people like to think of it, I guess. Cherie, you're absolutely right. You're very clever. Crumb cake ink on white card looks like gold emboss. It does. That's true, Glenda. Good thinking. If I was to use a white insert in here, the crumb cake would look nice on that, and the pebble path would too, actually. But I'm actually quite happy with that card. So I'm going to pop those there, and then I'm going to show you something new. Who wants to see something new? All right, something that just arrived and has it's available now, but it's only just come out. And it's interesting because it's not my normal style, but I've decided I want to try and get as many of the kits that we have, because they're now bringing out a new kit every month. Okay, so what I've been doing is trying to keep up with the kits and buy a new kit each time they come out. This one is called The Best Destination, and it's, like I said, not my normal style, but there are things about this that I really like. Okay, first of all, we have 3 different styles, 3 of each card. Okay, and there's different like travel destinations. I think I like this one, this travel destination. You've got you've got the palm trees, and you've got the little looks like a little rental HRV or something like that. Something RV, whatever. No, not RV. What do people call them? 4-wheel drives, that kind of thing. But that's okay, Cherie. You don't have to be clever at everything, right? Hey, Denise, nice to see you. That's good. All right, so what is nice, what I like about these, okay, is they're a little bit different. Okay, there's all the normal things. Okay, I like the stamps. The stamp sets have got really nice words. So we've got happiness is the best destination. This adventure is just beginning. Life is a journey, and travel it well. I think some of these greetings would go really nice in cards that you are giving to people who are traveling, or people who, you could use them for scrapbook pages. They've actually got a lot of uses. I really like these, and there's some nice little dots there as well. And we always like dots, or dottage, I think is what we're meant to call it. Is that right, girls? All right, so there is a gorgeous grape ink pad in here. There's a block, okay, D-size block. Then there's a little pack of dimensionals, mini dimensionals. Look how cute those are. Aren't they cute? And then there's some linen thread and some glue dots in a little baggie. All right. You never can have too much linen thread. Always want that. SUV, that's what I was trying to say. You buy all the kits too, Jody? Yeah, I've got a collection of them. All right. And then, okay, in here, what's different about these and what I like about these is they're like a little trifold card. They're not a standard card. They're like a little, almost like a little frame. All right, so let's have a look. First, we've got your envelopes. So the envelope's kind of cute. You've got palm trees on this one, and we've got mountains on this one, and like I said, 3 of each. And then we've got like cliffs and ocean on this one. Okay, so they're really nice. It is a major dottage stamp. I know. I really like the stamps in here. That's what I was saying. That was, I think, one of the bonuses of this kit is the stamps are really cool. Okay. And then we've got, oh, this just fell out. It's like a little, you push that out. Okay. But can you see that it has like, and how this works? Okay. You fold this in, you fold this over, and then you've got a little seam through the frame of the window there. Can you see that? So that's really cool, and a lot of the work is already done for you, and all you need to do is add, greetings and bling or twine or whatever. So let's have a look. These ones, that's the one I've just shown you, okay? You've got the little car. Now, can you see there's no car there? So we need to find the car. Oh, there's the car, all right? And so you would push the car out like so. And it's going to go there. I'll pop that on dimensionals. It's going to go on the front. So it's on the road, but it's kind of in front of the scene. All right. And then you also have in this little kit. Here they are. We've got some greetings. So we've got like a little we've got a little banner with a flagged end. Then we've got a little rounded corner rectangle, and these have all got like gold edging. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Can you see the gold edging? And then this one almost looks like a ticket. All right, so if you have a little look here, this one they've used the ticket one, the ticket style here, with the happiness is the best destination and a rose. This one they've used with the little rounded off rectangle, life is a journey. Okay, and they've got some twine behind that. And then this one, they've got the little banner with some twine tied through it. So you can see, and can you see they've added some birds? And this one's got the dots in the sky. So if I look here, this one has dots and the moon. Okay, this one has clouds, and those stamps are all in here. Right, this one here has birds. Now I've got I love birds on a card. I've got several bird stamps and I love them. I think they're the most wonderful things. So let's have a little look at our instructions. Okay, it shows you what you, so for this one here, it shows me I'm going to need the flagged end. I'm going to need the car, and I'm going to put dimensionals on top of that. You're going to need scissors to cut the twine on that goes through the flag. You're going to need your gorgeous grape ink pad to stamp the words, and also to stamp the birds. Okay, and the birds, we're stamping them, can you see here, we're stamping them here, so kind of in here between these two hills. So let's put this on. There's our birdies. And I'm not going to use my gorgeous grape ink spot because I'm just going to use my gorgeous grape ink pad. Why would I open up a new ink spot when I've already got an ink pad that is open? But this is really good for people who don't have anything. They don't have any supplies. They don't have all the things they might want to start. So instead, let me just pop this here. Okay. Now you need to make sure your birdies are up the right way. That's the only thing I would say that you need to be careful of. Okay, there's our birds. Aren't they cute? Look at them. Love them. Super cute. There's our birdies. Then I want to have a look here. This has got this one going, so when I open and close this has got like a little hole in it that I can push out. So this is I know a lot of you are way beyond the skill level needed to put together a kit. I get that. But what I would like to say to you is, if you ever like doing alternative designs, because I'm going to be doing some alternative designs over the next couple of months. I've got some kits that I want to get into and start showing some more alternative designs. I have shown some in the past, but I'd like to do a little better with that. So show you some more and some different ones. All right, so let's go in here again with my gorgeous grape. So you only need the one ink pad, but you could use other ink pads if you wanted to. All right, so this is going to go here. This adventure is just beginning. That's a nice word, isn't it? And then this is going to go here. You could glue it down if you want to, but you don't need to worry because they supply dimensionals for you. I'm just going to use my own rather than open theirs, but totally up to you. Now I'm going to pop that there. And before I put this on, to make it easier, I'm going to tie my twine. And I've got some of that sitting here as well, I think. Where is my twine? Oh, I'm always losing my twine. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to I'm just going to do a small amount of it, and I'm going to cut it off. It is really different, isn't it? I know it's not something that I might have made myself, but I can see some possibilities with these. And I love the stamps, like I said. So this one, I think from memory, I need to double check, but I think it's $34. I hope I haven't just said the wrong thing. I'll check in a second. All right, so now that I've got my twine through there, I'm just going to take the backs off and stick them on. So even if you're thinking I'm way past the capability level of needing a kit, there's a couple of reasons you might still buy a kit. You might buy it for someone who's interested in card making but doesn't know where to start. It's a great gift for somebody. Great gift for someone in hospital who, you know, doesn't have anything to do and needs to get a little bit creative. That would be cool. All right, so this is going to go here. So I want that here and this one at the front. And let's pop this on. So that's going to sit right above there like that. Now this is a bit long, so I'm just going to trim that off. Oh, that's better. And then, of course, if you want to use your, and I like that, look, isn't it nice that the back of it has a design as well? That's cool, like that. Somewhere on this table, this very, very, very messy table, is the bone folder that I had like minutes ago, but that's okay. I'll squash that down and squash that one down so it sits nice and flat by the time I want to show it to anybody else. I'm just having a look to see if there's anything else I had to do. I don't think so. I think that's it for this one. All right. But what is nice is that you've got like a little picture through the window there, and it's rather cool. So the other person that might want one of these is, like I said, someone who's a beginner or doesn't know where to start, or maybe just wants to dip their toe in the water of card making just to see. These could be made into shaker cards, Glenda. That would actually be a really nice thing, and you could easily do a shaker with these. So, and they'd be fun, wouldn't they? We should probably play with that idea. All right, I'm going to use, even though there's no bling in here, I'm going to use some bling, and I'm just thinking, what do I want to have? We could add, I've got these green glittery ones. Oh, what do you think about the green? It's granny apple green, which would kind of go with our palm trees. That might work. Do we like that? I've also got, I could also do some gold. I've got some little gold festive pearls, and I've also got some of these fun. I've got the Calypso coral and also the gold of the pastel gems. Those would work. The green. Oh, I owe you $1 for what? Oh, thanks, Megan. Thank you. There you go. Megan's got it. She said she's put the number up for us, and also that it's $35. So yes, I owe you $1, Cherie. You are correct. All right, so let's use the little green bling because I think a couple of people thought that was a good idea. So let's go. I like to use my take your pick tool to take them off because it's just easy to position them. So let's have maybe one here down in the corner, and maybe a couple of little ones, and a little one up here. These are, if you're looking for these, they're in the annual catalog. Oh, sorry, in the mini catalog. There we go, a little bit of bling to finish it off. So we've added a little bit of something there just to give a little bit more excitement. But I do like that it has a matching envelope. See that? So you could pop that in there, and of course you would write on the inside in here. Okay. And pop that in there, and we've got that beautiful little palm tree envelope that goes in. So I'm going to pop that in the box and pop it back in there. So the other ones that are in here, okay, we've got the one that has the little rose with the rose sits up here and has a little bit of the linen thread tied across the middle of it. Okay, and that's got this cool, like the train going. The train looks like it could be going to Hogwarts, but it's not a steam train, so it's not the right kind of train. And then this one, that's lovely. It looks like it's off the coast of, I don't know, Capri or something like that. Maybe off the coast of Italy somewhere. That's what I think. But it looks very cool. So there you go. It's a bit of a holiday set. What do you think, guys? Even if it's not your style, I see there's so much potential for kits. They're so much fun. You can stamp inside. Of course you can. Yeah. Oh, Margaret Griffith. We had Margaret Gordon with us earlier, but she had to go. And it's nice to have you here. And I was just showing this kit, which has got these fun little cards in it. Okay, so they're heaps of fun. I think my favourite thing about this set, though, is the birds. I love the birds. I should keep a track of all the sets that have birds in them because there's a few and they're all my favourites. All right. So that's going to go in there. Our twine's going to go back in. Our cards and our instructions. And there's the cards we've made tonight. Oh, and the ink pad. Ink spot. What do you think, guys? Totally different types of cards, right? So this is not my my normal kind of card, but it is what the kit makes up. And I thought you guys would like to see it. Oh, you're still there, Margaret. Oh, that's good. You've been very quiet tonight, though. I'm just looking back. Someone was commenting on the cost. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think any of us are going to become millionaires doing that, Cherie. $1 here, $1 there. Probably not. But, yeah. Oh, Elf movie's on tonight. Really? Well, there you go. Let me just go back to me. So how did we do tonight? How did we go? Did we go good? Did you guys enjoy that? The kit that's my favorite at the moment is the Rustic Christmas kit, which is the one with all the numbers. It's like a little advent calendar, but I'm planning on using it for cards because I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful kit. So nice. Yeah, the dottage is also good. I didn't use it on this card, but the other card there in the middle, they've got it used there with the moon and the dots as well. I don't know if you can see that very well. Oh, I'm not using that anymore. Can you see that? I forgot that I wasn't using that camera. In the middle there, can you see the dots? You can't see them. You can kind of see them just above the mountains. So there you go. All right. That's okay. I hope you like them. Something a bit different, hey? All right. Well, I'm going to toddle off. I will be back on Sunday evening. And I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Does anyone have anything exciting planned? Oh, that's nice, Denise. Thanks for reaching out to Margaret. That's lovely. You have to go put the chocks away. It's too dark here for that. It's well and truly dark here. It's 8:30. The peg kit. Yes, it is the peg kit. That's right. Yeah, the one with the pegs. And I really, really like, that's my favorite one right now. I love the colors. It's crumb cake, cherry cobbler, and gold, which is just such a beautiful combination. And I think I should do some more things with them. Christmas card making this weekend. That sounds like fun, Solvega. I'm thinking I've got a lot of cards made already and I'm planning to make more. But my idea is to start Christmas card writing, because that's one of the jobs I tend to leave to the last minute and then get really stressed about it, and I run out of time to write all the cards before Christmas. So I've decided to try and get started early, even if it's like 10 a week or something like that. That should give me a good start. So that's my plan. Let's see how I go. Christmas roast already, Jamie? Whoa. That's exciting though. And Jody, it sounds like you're taking it easy if you've just come back from being away. Oh, I'm glad you like the cards, Lynn. That kit is cool, isn't it? All right. Oh, I know. I'm so glad you got that. That's fantastic. The silver and gold adhesive stuff is fabulous. Oh, that's okay, Dot. You have to watch the replay. That's all right. Okay, you ladies. Well, so good to have you all with me tonight. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you again Sunday night. Bye-bye.